So I want to make sure we actually show up on Twitch. Come
Oh,
on.
let me
There we
change my
go.
sounds back to my headset.
Yay! All right. AIE-guild.org. Nope. That's not even close. All right. New
Okay.
tweet.
Because I'm late.
Join us live as we talk to
Your phone.
Cyrene about AI.
Okay. Can you guys still hear me?
Yeah.
Ma'am?
No, you're fine.
Okay. I'm just making sure it's coming. It's in the headset, not through the mic camera.
Nope.
So, yay!
Wow. Let's not typo that. Video. Professional here. Chat. https aie-guild.info/discord. Channel AIE Podcast. Wow, I can't spell tonight. This is going to be fun. Thought words were hard. Apparently typing is hard.
spelling.
Yeah, there we go.
Ooh.
All right, type that out. Retweet.
I still have pop.
Okay.
Thought my can was empty, and I have some left.
And at
Okay.
here.
Go. Finally installed Synergy, so I can actually use it.
All right.
Yes, they do have dueling ears.
Yep.
And Tet and I have dueling microphones.
Yep.
Well, same microphones. I guess if one of us had a blue fuzzy, it'd be dueling.
Yeah, there we go. Horde and Alliance. There we go.
Well, we know Sai. We know as much as we love her, where her heart lies, we still like her.
All right.
Hey,
Where'd he
hey,
go?
wait now.
I'm just saying.
Where did Mew go?
I just like playing with them.
Okay.
I mean, it's like the new shiny, so
I know.
yeah.
All right. Looks Maxes sound good. All right.
All right.
Deep breath. All right. Going in 5, 4, 3. On this episode of the AIE Podcast.
The organization is on the move.
Burga! More fun than getting trampled at Walmart.
Ouch. Stay tuned for Final Fantasy XIV news on Black Friday. More fun than a fist fight at Best Buy.
And November is a busy month with all the games. Every one of them.
And Sai is here to talk to us about AIE in World of Warcraft.
All that and more coming up right now.
Bringing you the latest news from the AIE gaming community from planet Earth and beyond. This is the AIE Podcast.
Welcome to episode 356 of the podcast celebrating you, the Aaliyah Ayak Test gaming community, the Die Has Been podcast. This is Tetsemi, and to my, he's actually to my right, Mew Cow.
Greetings, guildies.
All right. And to my left and upstairs is McCullough.
Hey guys, there are cherry scones and a pumpkin souffle in the guild kitchen.
Yes, both yummy. This week, we are joined by special guest Cyrene, who is here to talk to us all about AIE and the World of Warcraft. Welcome, Cy.
Hello. How is
Oh, there we
everybody
go.
today?
Doing well.
Yeah.
Doing well.
Very good.
All right. So let's go around the room and find out what everyone's been up to in and out of game. And we're going to start with our guest first. So, Cy, what have you been up to in and out of game?
Oh boy. Okay. We were quarantined for 2 weeks, so that was all kinds of fun.
Oh, no.
I had a birthday last month in which my son got me the cat ears headphones, which I have been so stoked about. And obviously you
Fabulous.
can see Mew and I are, dueling cat ears over here.
Yes.
Yep.
Cat
Um cat fight. Um Actually I haven't been doing much of anything. I started a new job over the summer, so that's been a lot of fun and everything else going on. And of course Scouts is picking up now that school's back in session, but yeah. And
Awesome.
our schools are on this crazy hybrid schedule. Are you guys, is your schools on virtual? I don't know.
Yep.
Well, I don't.
Well,
Ours was in college,
and
community
they're all
college, so it's
virtual.
all virtual.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, our schools are doing this hybrid model where if your last name's A through L, you go to school physically on Monday and Wednesday. And if it's M through Z, you go to school Tuesday and Thursday, and then all the rest of the days of the week you're on virtual.
Got it.
And then now, because of the increased COVID cases, now it's all virtual.
Yeah.
So if you would have went to school Monday and Wednesday, now you have to physically log into a live classroom during 8 to 3 on Monday and Wednesday.
Right.
So it's just kind of crazy. But
Yeah.
I mean, the good thing is that our district is a nice district where all of the students through intermediate, middle school, and high school, the school issues them Chromebooks so that
Oh,
everybody
nice.
can do all their work and stuff. So,
Yeah.
but
Make it much easier.
the trying to keep track of the schedule has just been crazy. And
Oh,
then
yeah.
every week
Oh, yeah.
they call
But
with an
you're-
announcement. Okay, we're not going to school this week. We are going to school this
Yeah.
But
week.
you're so good at herding cats. You should be used to this.
You would think so, but no.
So if you need help, Ted can probably send you a spreadsheet.
Yes,
Oh.
I've heard he is good at spreadsheets.
He's good
I
at
mean,
Just a few. Yeah.
just little ones though.
Just little ones. Yeah. Got 8 years of guild numbers. If you want those, you can have that one.
Yeah, Ted has those.
No, you're so good at it. You've got it down to a science.
It's my
I would
Tuesday.
hate to take that away from you.
It's my Tuesday chores. Log in,
is, it
grab
is.
the guild numbers.
Hey, I'm proud of myself. I actually logged into every single one of my characters the other day.
Nice.
I mean, not that we're doing purges, but I keep in the back of my mind, Tetsemi's yelling at me, "Sai, log into your alts."
Now I do all of mine about once a month now. Other than the 11 on the Horde side and the one on the Alliance side, I need to gather the numbers. So, although with pre-patch that's changed, we'll get to that, I'm sure, in the discussion further on. So, all right, McCullough, now that you're awake,
Oh, shush you.
what have you been up to besides baking all the things?
Baking all the things. Well, my family pointed out that I hadn't made anything since election night, so then I had to start baking again. Before Thanksgiving, because we're hosting Ted's parents and a very good friend of ours and his mother, I'm gonna then be baking all the things in
Yeah.
a week and a half, which actually starts on Friday when I start the puff pastry and croissant dough.
Mhm.
So yeah, all the things. Let's see. Played Call of Cthulhu on Wednesday, and we had Terror on the Darjeeling Express,
Ooh,
where our characters were on the way to a temple in Darjeeling where we need to stop these thuggy cultists from basically summoning a greater evil that is the prototype for Kali. But on the way there, someone snuck some poison into everybody's food, which affected everyone greatly. But the person next to us, she was an older woman on lots of medication, and that poison interacted with the medication, and she turned into a horrible beast.
oh no!
That'll
So
happen.
yes, yeah,
Yeah.
It will happen. So yes, a rather impressive fight on a moving train, where unfortunately, you have the issue with a lot of the monsters in Call of Cthulhu that guns don't work worth crap. Or if they do, you have to have special bullets. You have to have, silver bullets or copper or something
Right.
specific that works on them. And we will get to the point, I think, where we have those resources, but we don't have those right now. So we find that napalm or a Molotov cocktail works really well. Which
Burn the evil out.
Yeah, no. My friend Talia, her character throws a mean Molotov cocktail and does it often. But we ended up, we're fighting it, not doing much good, even though like we got extreme successes. You know, at the most we were doing 2 points of damage, and who knows how much the thing had. So it was in the middle of the night, so nobody was around. We blew open a window on the train, and it flew out. We used the Molotov to cause an explosion.
So you released the Kraken. Got it.
Exactly. That was
Now
once
it's
a poor
someone
old
else's
lady.
problem.
Now it's
No,
yeah.
it caught on fire. It caught on fire going down
okay.
to the Molotov. So it was great. It was just, a really great battle, which is, I mean, a lot of times, I really enjoy a plot-based game, but sometimes, you
You
have
like
a
to
battle.
roll the dice.
Yep.
Yeah.
On Sunday, tonight we game, Rose game.
Yep.
Yesterday we finally finished up the vampire fight that we started a few weeks ago. We had an off night last week because we were in the middle of a battle, and the other cleric unfortunately had a family emergency, so he had to call out. I'm like, yeah, we're not doing this. Is like a huge boss battle that we've been going towards. We're like, okay, we kind of need to have everybody here for this.
Yep.
So we finished that battle. And of course, when she was decreased enough, she turned into mist and left. Like, no, we're not doing this again. The second time we have fought her, we are in her lair. So we took advantage of, actually, I'm glad our other cleric was there because he had some really great, he's a travel cleric. He had some really nice tricks up his sleeve. Like, I don't know, detect object and pass without trace.
Oh, nice.
So we were able to meld into stone into her lair, which she could only get through because she turned into mist.
Right.
So we staked her and got rid of her. Also fun is my character is going to be going through a major overhaul because she worships a god of knowledge and time. But time wasn't a
domain
initially. So we went with the knowledge, but there's now a time domain that's been released. So I'm going to change
Arcana.
Thank you, Unearth Arcana, because there's some major changes. Also, she's an Aasimar, which is very much an angelic creature, very, angelic descent, very, it is actually, they are descendant of Nephilims, so very Diablo. And the DM never, with the Aasimar race, there's actually sub-races. Well, we never included those. So, something I actually should have had originally. So she now spouted the ability, grew the ability to sprout ethereal wings for a minute, which is really great during a battle when you're playing keep away because the vampire actually wants you specifically.
Yes.
Mm.
And additional radiant damage for that same minute, which was one of the few things that vampires are not immune to. So that was a good time. And we played Rose game tonight, which is always great, hanging out with our friends there. We are in the middle of doing a search or hunting for dragon eggs and trying to decide if we really want to hunt those or not.
Actually, I think we're hunting what laid the dragon eggs at this point.
At this point, right. Oh, yeah, we have found the dragon eggs. It's just, yeah.
No, it's not good.
I say we leave. Oh, and we're descending. We're getting closer to the Underdark. That's fun.
All right. So, Mew, what have you been up to?
Probably what a lot of people have been doing this last almost week is a lot of fun with Ice Crown. It's nice to go back and see everything there again and see it all kind of. It's more or less the same, just with harder features to battle. But just the experience of jumping onto alts and chasing down rares and giving Nathan OS his comeuppance. It was definitely a very cathartic fight, and he spoke true. It's like we've been waiting a long time. Yes, we have. We've been dealing with your snark this whole expansion.
Yeah.
I mean, even a character that might have been a Sylvanas loyalist is like, yeah, I've been kind of looking forward to this.
We're done with
So,
you. We'll see you in the Shadowlands.
Well, I mean, I actually saw and I'm using a meme picture that someone put together.
The Tyrande one?
Yes.
Yes.
She got a lovely greeting card from him. So that was kind of funny, but essentially was leading to exactly what he said. It's like, yeah, you're just kind of giving me a hand, so no big deal.
It's just he didn't have a mage portal handy and didn't want to go all the way up to Ice Crown. Didn't have the flight points, so he's like, we'll take the shortcut.
Yeah. And he got to spout a few more snarky lines on the way out, so
And then Tyrande handed him his head. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I think that's one of the best in-game rendered videos they've done. Just the expressions on her face. And it was like, normally if you have trouble with facial expressions, you do it from a distance. No, this was like the face was taking up the entire screen. Yeah.
Yeah, because they didn't want to actually show what she was about to do.
No.
Yeah, that's still not quite cool in how we do things here. But
nope.
You knew what was going on. You didn't have to see. But yeah, and it actually harkened back. I mean, I honestly can't remember what was it for Ice Crown that we last repeated these exact same steps? Because he was a world boss way back when in this exact same manner with I think even the same mechanics.
Yeah. Yep.
So that was kind of a neat blast from the past, and the reminder: don't stand on his house. He doesn't like that.
Or in his house. It's worse.
Or in it,
because you can't get yeeted on the roof. You just get yeeted out and then killed in midair unless you have a goblin glider. But in the house, he just throws you against the back wall and then just you're dead. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they did that to my husband. Somebody pulled and he was in the house checking things out and he was just instantly dead. And the line was, "I saw you hiding in there" or something. You can't hide from me.
You can't hide from me.
Yep.
And as Max says, yeah, that was kind of dark actually. Compared to burning a whole tree full of elves.
Yeah.
Not that.
And then if you're on the Alliance side, going to try to rescue what few people you could. Yeah. That was. Yeah.
No, that was well deserved justice.
But yeah, no, it's been nice. Like I think the break we've kind of taken from WoW has done exactly what it needed to do. It's like, this is actually. It's enjoyable to play this again. Oh yeah, like like the thing that I've actually been doing is really getting into my old hunter. I had a Belf hunter from way back when that I had not touched since Legion because I did the Legion story.
Right.
And I brought it back up, leveled it to 50, and it's like wow, this is actually kind of fun to play. I was playing a Beastmaster, and the whole reason why I got brought into it is because of the patch brought in the serpents, the cloud serpents.
Yes.
So you had, that's so I'm running around now. I'm like, what other pets can I get? And then realizing I don't have any good armor sets to show off, so I need to go and gather all that stuff. And I mean, and the other scary thing too is as I actually took it into raid last, I want to say Thursday. And I did respectable DPS, which was surprising. Like I'm not used to doing, and I wasn't optimized. I wasn't as they call sweating about it.
Yeah.
But I'm doing DPS in this character, and it's kind of weird, especially because I'm used to being a tank, and I'm usually like if you're below me on the DPS charts, then there might be a problem. But
no, I play.
But well, at least not in a heroic team. Like that's kind of the bar. Like if the tanks are beating you, either tanks are OP or we need to help you get a little higher because it doesn't take too much, just a little focus to get you better up there. But yeah, it's actually been enjoyable so much that I actually decided that I didn't have a max level character on that other side that we don't talk about. So I actually boosted
the one that
a hunter.
Sized the GM of
rapping tonight, yeah.
Maybe I don't know. I don't pay attention to things.
What?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
sure.
well, and the funny thing is I just made a Belf over there, so it didn't feel too much different, So because it's basically just a belf that just happens to be okay with hanging out with smelly humans. So it's but yeah, I also
I'm
did
gonna remember that, Mew. I'm gonna go
Yeah.
find your character and no.
But yeah, no, it's been fun on both sides, and just kind of logging in. I did have to remind myself, don't fly into the Horde tent as that Alliance character. They won't
I'm
like that.
sure,
No.
yeah, that
Yeah.
would be a little
Bad idea.
Yeah, but yeah, it's been actually fun playing WoW again. So
Yeah.
maybe I'm actually looking forward to doing some Shadowlands stuff coming up and trying to figure all that out. So that's a whole nother conversation of, well, you might as well go Kyrian.
I mean, yeah, we'll get into it, but for the Covenant, it was funny. I had everything planned out, and then I went, "Oh, wait a minute! Now I'm taking in a plateware, 2 clothies, and a leather. I don't have mail covered for the transmog." So I was like, "Okay, now I got to redo all my Covenant choices except for Tet, and figure out." Okay, this leatherware is going to Ardenwell. This shaman's going to Revendreth, and the priest is going to Bastion. So yeah, that
yeah,
threw me.
I kind of I have the aesthetics figured out. So I want my hunter to go to the vampires. Yeah, Venthyr. There you go.
Revendreth.
Because that character's always kind of been like a hoity-toity character to me. Like
well, it's a belf.
Yeah, well, not anymore. Now it's actually an even hoity-toity elf.
Oh, changed it to Nightborn.
Yep. Their sillies are pretty funny. They're just like the one where she said, "Yeah, you need a mask."
Yeah.
Like wow. Yeah. But yeah, so like it fit with that character's aesthetic. Cause go hang out with the vampires that like to hold dinner parties. Obviously the druid needs to go hang out with the Night Fae. My paladin is probably going to hang out with the Kyrian. It just makes sense. And my warrior is likely going to go hang out in the death metal place.
Yep.
Yeah, Maldraxxus. So and that way I have. Oh, and that's the other thing that I've been trying to figure out is what cloth class to bring in, because I'm really into warlocks and I also enjoy some maging, but it's probably going to be the warlock, especially because again, this warlock is another one that I hadn't touched since Legion. This is a Greenfire warlock that I used to put a lot of effort into.
Yeah.
And they just kind of got sidelined because, well, I mean, both of the teams I play with needed tanks.
Yeah.
So warlocking just wasn't a big deal. But yeah, I figure I'll probably want to bring that one back. But again, I have all of my stuff figured out. So where does this warlock go? And so we'll see. But it sounds like we've already kind of delved into what you've been up to, Tets. But
a little bit. Like I said, I'm on my 7th alt through the rotation. I did get a bag on Tet, so that was the only thing I was interested in, other than getting the transmog. So I've taken one of each armor type through to get all the transmog, and I'm doing my warlock. The nice thing is going and doing the Ice Crown dailies really lets you practice your new rotation, which is going to change once you get into Shadowlands. But at least it, because they took away some of the instant casts that Demonology warlocks had, so you have to switch a talent to passively generate the imps. Once those are out, then it powers up everything else. And there's like another talent that says for every imp you have out, your Demon Bolt and Shadow Bolt do 4% more damage. So the idea is just generate shards to get demons out, to cast Demon Bolt on when it's instant cast, and the Shadow Bolt is the filler. And the more demons you can get out, the better your DPS does. So it's just it's a big cycle of get as many demons out as you can. Typical warlock. Is there a problem? Throw a demon at it.
Throw a demon at it.
Yep. Fire demon, fire demon.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I like mine is going to definitely stay Destro. I mean, Green Fire, you kind of have to show that off. Like you're obligated.
Yep.
So So yeah, I mean, I'm just going to be green firing everything I can.
All right.
But
All right. Well, we will be digging into even more WoW shortly, but first let's cover, I don't know, this week's news.
AIE News.
All right. In community fun news, our officer team is right now working on something fun for everyone this winter. You can expect an announcement at the beginning of December. For now, block out some time on your calendar for the weekend of January 22nd. Stay tuned and stay warm. And AIE winter is coming.
Ooh.
And in Guild Podcast news, we've got a few to tell you about. We have first SWTOR Escape Podcast 359, Dessert, not to be confused with Desert.
Nope.
The Feast of Prosperity is drawing to a close, so they talk about story achievements and rewards. And then on to Escape Podcast 360, 6.2 reactions. Check out their hot takes, reactions, well-spirited discussion, on the 6.2 update on the PTS right now. And then over to the Working Class Nerds, who in episode 87, Marcus moves and Muscle Man makes media. Nice alliteration. Marcus and Nick sit down with one of Marcus's favorite raid teammates and fellow Twitch streamer Muscle Man. Oh, playing favorites, are we? The trio talks about the new console releases, some updates to SWTOR, and the games they're digging into. Then over with the Flare guys, Fleet Action Report episode 17, guest stars part 1. Nicodemus and Greybog celebrate the voice actors of Star Trek Online. These guest stars brought their characters to life on the big screen and in the game, which is always awesome.
Yep.
And then in episode 18, A Call to Arms Battlegrounds, Nicodemus and Greybog are conquering battle zones in the Solania Dyson Sphere. Oh, that thing's tricky. These fleet and ground battles require coordination and teamwork to win.
All right. In Nomad's news, Season 22, Shades of the Nephilim patch released on 6 November. And ask for clan and community invites in the public Discord at the Nomads channel if you want to get in there. Destiny 2, the new expansion, launched on, I like how they did the European dates here, 10 November. Beyond Light, and apply to AIE Octa's clan at
The Bungie.
The Bungie net site.
Bungie net site. Thank you. I'm like, I'm not gonna read the whole thing out. It's in the show notes. If you need anything, obviously check in Discord. And in Dual Universe update, the organization has moved to an exciting new location on the far side of Aliyah. This new location gives all org members room to build in the immediate area with lots of free and empty tiles up for grabs. Max continues to work on the anti-grav ship. The planned Cyberpunk City has its first building in place with many more to come. Work is still being done in preparation for, am I pronouncing that right? Alioth?
Elioth, yeah. We'll go with
Alioth,
that.
Aerospace Expo in January. With the new territory comes lots of new infrastructures to build, including factories, spaceports, dry docks, and Voxel Workspace. Excuse me. Salvaging is back in the game, so if you ever want to be a treasure hunter, now is your time. And while the org is currently has a surplus demand, demand will be high over the next weeks to months for tier 1 ore.
All right. And in WoW Classic news, just a reminder that Sunday Fun Day is still happening, but they are redoing some of the future dates. So just keep an eye on the WoW Classic channel in Discord, in the AIE Discord, and Nevermore will post more updates as it becomes available. In SWTOR news, during MFN this past week, they completed the HK51 questline, with many Imperial guildies getting their HK51 companion and a few getting their umpty-umpth one. In the previous week, we ran an operation on the pub side. November Mega will be a Black Friday Mega. Lighthearted and fun activities will abound. The public test server is up, and 3 new things are on there to try and test out. Login rewards, a new emote system, and a new flashpoint. Log into the public test server to check them out and provide feedback. Come see what's going on in-game on Friday nights. Depending on the date, could be Master Mode flashpoints, achievement runs, or Mega.
And over in Final Fantasy XIV, map nights continue to run Saturday nights at 9:30 p.m. Eastern, meeting up at the FC house prior to rolling out. Maps, loot, fun to be had. You just gotta show up. Maps are not required to attend, but recommended. Being level 80 and all of the Shadowbringer zones need to be unlocked in case you happen to get to 80 before you finish the whole main story.
Yep.
Flying does not need to be unlocked, but recommended. But most people have multi-person mounts now, so they can usually help you out if you don't have it. If you don't have an 80 yet, keep an eye on the Final Fantasy XIV channel, because we do occasionally do level 70 and level 60 map nights to get some of those old maps. On Thursday nights, AIE is still venturing into Boss Gen that is tricky. A front to help unlock the rewards in the new zone and progress through the story of the Boss Gen resistance. Take the fight to the 4th Imperial Legion, and again, much like map nights, we'll be meeting at the FC house, but at 9:30 p.m. Eastern. Being part of a group is much safer, and it is much more fun in this content. Hope to see you there. The next live letter is set for November 27th, and people are predicting the release date of patch 5.4 will be December 8th. With that, a new treasure dungeon will be released, and more fat loots for the taking. That's for you map hunters, and also there's a lot of stuff that's ending when that comes out. So just as a PSA, if you want to get it done now, because December 8th is probably when it's all going away.
Yep.
And Ian, ESO News, recent MFNs have focused on clearing zones of sky shards, exploring delves and public dungeons, and killing world bosses. They have continued the tradition of following Kinney off cliffs and getting lost while searching for sky shards. That's just Kinney, guys.
Yep.
There's a reason why Where's Kinney is a hashtag.
Mm-hmm.
Weekly MFNs will be either zone clears, public dungeon clears, or dungeon runs until the next event. Please feel free to raid the guild banks for items that your characters might need.
And in Star Trek Online news, the fleet is still working on Tier 3 upgrades for the Spire and the Embassy. There is a lifetime subscription going on right now until December 10th. It's $100 off. So right now it is $199.99, and you get all the perks, all the everything you need for Star Trek Online. Dent does fleet nights starting on Sunday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, which was 3 minutes ago. And he is waiting for folks to join him in Wolf 359. So feel free to pop into STO and say hi to Dent. And
over in Guild Wars 2, a new episode drops on November 17th. Voice acting is being added to the last 2 episodes. If you log in when the new story chapters were added, you will get them for free. There's a link in the show notes if you want to go check that out. Also, Dungeons and More run on Friday, November 20th at 9 p.m. Eastern, I assume.
Yep.
And an interesting mention, I saw someone, we were doing the WoW rares, and someone's like, hey, does anyone play Guild Wars 2? This reminds me a lot of Guild Wars 2. That's kind of a thing aside.
Awesome. All right. In Electro news, during SNL, they did the Harvest Math event and took advantage of the 25% skirmish marks event. The next Chicken Play race is being planned for January, and they'll be going back into PVMP after the next update, and which will be upped. And the I can't speak. PVMP focus update has been the Bull Roarer on the PTS.
And with that, let's get back to Sai and find out what else is going on with AIE in the World of Warcraft besides the pre-patch and the expansion, or in conjunction with it.
Or
yeah.
Or so if you've noticed, hopefully you've noticed because you pay attention to AIE Discord. This past week we did an event called the Scourge Busters event. Scourge. I can't talk today.
It's fine.
Hey, none of us can.
No. So we did a Scourge Busters event. So we had everybody send a screenshot in of their best transmog, either to fight the Scourge or join the Scourge. And then we had everybody vote on who they thought their favorites were. So we just want to give a shout out. We had 23 people participate in it all week long, including one person from Final Fantasy, which we thought was really cool.
Neat.
And so we are about to announce the winners of that contest. We have not announced them in Discord yet, so this is the winners. First place was Darwin from the Horde side with 6 votes and a transmog from the original Scourge Invasion. So props to them.
Fancy.
That was awesome.
Excellent.
And places 2 through 5 were a tie with 5 votes each.
Wow.
We had Ari from the Alliance, Alto D from the Alliance, Jason, otherwise known as Pycelle, from the Horde side, and Second Aid from Final Fantasy came in and actually placed. So Gusty is going to get a hold of everybody about mailing out prizes, and Second Aid, if you can get a hold of Gusty, let her know if you have a character in WoW. She'll get you
Very cool.
the WoW prizes. So
I'm sure we can get something in the Final Fantasy if not.
Yeah.
we were just super excited to see cross game
Neat.
participation, and it was a lot of fun, and we just want to thank everybody that joined in. The contest is officially over, but the Discord channel is still up in our Discord, so if you have not gone and seen those, take a look at them and check out some of those screenshots because they were pretty awesome.
Very cool.
We probably should put them all in the blog post.
Yeah,
definitely.
Oh, that would be cool.
Just
I need to
grab the
work on that.
screenshots for the winners and put a
Yeah.
put a blog post together. That'd be awesome. Yeah, and looking at Second Aids, I just scrolled up and looked at Second Aids in there. He did the white, like a white
Looks like
bandana or mask. Yeah, it's really good. So
It's yeah, it was really cool. There's some really cool ones in there too. Yeah, so check them out if you haven't seen them. They are pretty awesome.
very cool.
Shadowlands block parties. Gusty is going to be hosting a pre-expansion block party in Orgrimmar for the 2 hours before Shadowlands officially launches. So bring your fireworks, extra pets, transmog gear, and more. There's going to be parades, shenanigans, fun, games, all kinds of stuff going on. Bring anything you want to clear out of your bags, like old feast, boozy toys, and more. Have you been to our events? Have you ever thought of helping out? Did you maybe not know who to talk to or ask? Well, now is your chance, because Gusty is looking for someone that has the time to host an equally awesome party for the Alliance in Stormwind at the same time.
Awesome.
So if you are going to be online and hanging out in Stormwind, get a hold of Gusty, flag her down in Discord, and volunteer for some fun. And obviously the pre-patch, we've been talking about it this whole time. But there's a lot of pre-patch events going on. Everyone, of course, is heading into Icecrown to battle the lag. But I mean the party, no, killing the rares. That's what I meant. They do drop level 100 gear, which is great for those new level 50 alts that everybody is making with the anniversary buff, or at least I hope they're making. And there's also the new world boss for weapons, which we all have been talking about, which has a super cool cinematic if you haven't seen it. I know when Spork and I killed him the first time, our screens just like stopped. It was like we lagged out, and we were like, "Oh crap! What happened? What happened?" And then he was dead. So if you got the glitch and you didn't get to see the cinematic, go kill it on another character, which is what I did to watch it, because it was super cool.
Or make sure your DBM is not skipping it.
Yeah. Make sure you go into DBM, and buried deep in the things is skip cinematic. Make sure that is unchecked, because that's gotten quite a few people.
Idea, yeah.
Yep. And if you're lucky enough to get gear from the rares you're fighting, they actually drop 110s. So that's even better than the 100 gear. Yeah, the weapons and gear. Yeah, the 100 is the stuff on the vendor, I believe.
Correct.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah,
the rares drop 110s, and Nathanos drops 115.
Yep.
And people are suggesting too, because as far as I know, it hasn't been fixed. But if you do Nathanos, for Fury Warriors, they're saying change your spec to arms.
Yes, to
Because right
get
now Fury
if you
is
want a
only getting
two-hander.
one-handed.
Yeah.
Yep.
So if you're going on a warrior, make sure you go arms if you want that two-handed weapon.
Yeah.
Yep.
But Wowhead put out a really nice guide to help navigate the pre-patch events. There is going to be a link to that. I think they posted it earlier today, and there's a link in the show notes. You can click on it and check out all the different quests and everything that's going on. So lots of fun. And then Tuesday, the next week, new stuff is going to be added to the pre-patch. So keep an eye out for all the cool, fun stuff. We've been kind of talking about it this whole time. So
Yep.
lots of fun stuff happening.
And I know it doesn't, you can solo all the rare bosses. I mean, solo because there's enough people around. But if you see AIE people members around, unless you're questing, don't be in a raid group for the dailies and stuff like that. But once you've done all those, feel free to start a raid group and just invite people, let people know, because it's always more fun to hang out. General chat's actually been completely reasonable. I haven't seen anything in there. Like people go, okay, who's next? And then somebody will point out the map link. That feature is amazing now.
Oh, the pin it, the map pins.
Map pins.
Great.
That works really well.
And then another good thing is there's an add-on called Rare Scanner that a lot of people are saying to get. And because you go out there and if you're in the heyday, there could be like 100 tunes out there standing on top of that rare, and you might not be able to find it to click on it to target it.
Yeah.
But the Rare Scanner, as soon as it spawns in and starts doing its 3-minute swirly of I'm gonna come back to life, it pops up on that Rare Scanner on your screen, and you can click on that.
Great.
Target it, and it'll put a skull icon on it so you can see where it's at. So it's super helpful in those big crowds.
Yeah,
to find the actual boss.
And Relaril also says, even though he's in the Scourge Busters channel, not the podcast channel, he says there's also weak aura floating around that will give you the timers of like, this is the next boss and things like that. So the one I found was like stuck on Lady Death Whisper and wouldn't move off her.
Yeah.
So just check around. There's several of them floating around out there.
But yeah, and a lot of people in general, like Tet said, they'll share the pin of who the next one is if you ask. People have been super cool about it. So.
Yep. Or feel free to hop in the like the Broken Tusk or the Pig and Whistle voice channels and hang out and camp rares and stuff.
And don't forget Bagman. If you haven't heard, one of the rares drops an epic bag for some people, like Tet said, not for me.
Or me.
3?
Yeah, I've gotten it on 3 different characters.
Oh,
he's been hoarding them all. That's the problem.
I guess. Oh my goodness! Wow. Okay.
And also, I think
Scaldy still drops the blue dragon mount that he dropped in the dungeon. There's like a 0.4% chance for that to drop.
So definitely, and they drop gear too, or had a chance to drop gear.
A chance to drop gear.
Yeah.
Because I've taken characters through there, and literally I've gotten maybe one. I've done the full 6-hour and 40-minute rotation. Because if you hit all the rares, you start on the first one. It'll take you 6 hours and 40 minutes to go through the entire rotation. And I've done that, and one character got 1 piece of loot. But by the time you do that, you have enough of the Argent Tournament currency.
No, you can buy 2 or 3
you
of
just
them.
you can buy everything on the vendor. By the time you do the full rotation, you've got enough of the pitch black Scourge Stones plus the dailies to just buy everything off the vendor.
Although make sure you get the daily first.
I don't think I have the patience. Yeah, get the daily first. I don't have the patience to do it for 6 hours.
Well, I don't either. But it's like I just literally on one screen fly the character over, leave it focused on that screen, and then do work or go do something. And I've got a timer for 15 minutes on my watch to get back to the computer And then the alarm goes off and goes, "Hey, kill this rare." Okay, then rinse and
You
repeat.
sound like Max, because Max was telling us that he sets his on Alexa. He sets a 20-minute timer on
Yep.
Alexa.
Yeah,
Well,
I
it's
mean,
also another.
that's the brilliant thing about this is like people were like, well, we like the Nomergon rares better. I'm like, why? That was just like mad dash and hope you got there. The fact that they put in a 2-minute kill buffer that says we're gonna spawn, and you get you get the initial spawn in, you get another emote at a minute left that says he's been empowered by the darkness, and then at the end of the 2
Right.
minutes it actually becomes killable, to give people time to get over there, and it's on a 20-minute schedule, so I like it.
And it's a good reason to have a raid team of your fellow guildies, because there might be one or two that are actually paying attention and can ding the chat or send a ready
something.
check.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because that's what actually one of the teams I joined the other night with, like the leader would just, every time it started to spawn, they'd send a ready check out, and you'd see everyone wake up, and it worked really well. That way we can all be playing something else, or watching something else, watching a stream, or playing the video game, But it worked out great.
Yeah.
Watching Hulu.
Yeah, exactly. Going through React videos.
In Ted's case, React videos or watching SpaceX.
Yes. I'm watching the current generation find things like Nirvana and, Foo Fighters. Like, okay. All right. We're having fun with this.
Yes, we are. So much fun.
Yep.
Anyway, so the last thing I had for tonight, which is kind of a surprise probably to everybody here, because I haven't told anybody about it, but
lots of breaking news tonight.
Quest for Co-Guild. If you're in the HFO Alliance raid team, you know what I'm talking about. As you should know, that we represent both the Horde and the Alliance in WoW retail, but things are a bit unbalanced. I mean, the Horde has 11 co-guilds and the Alliance only has 1. Just saying. So let's build up our numbers and fight the good fight in Shadowlands. To make that happen, the blue side is launching a campaign, Quest for a Co-Guild. We want to invite everyone to try out the Alliance side. Join us in Stormwind. Wear blue, not red.
That's hard to do. All of my transmog's red. I'm sorry.
Yeah. You have a look.
So pick up the gauntlet and share your best campaign slogans in Discord or on Twitter at AIE Guild with hashtag Quest for Co-Guild, no hyphen. Thanks to Kazric for the hashtag idea.
Yep.
So here is a sample of ones that we came up with during raid, not Saturday night, that should say Friday night, because I am an idiot.
It's COVID time.
It's time.
Yeah.
Time,
day.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
What time?
Sariana says, AIE Alliance, keep a leader for more than one expansion.
Oh.
Ouch. Oh.
Truthful, but ouch.
Nepotism.
Exactly.
Fez says, AIE Alliance, we don't have trolls in trade chat.
Shit.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
It's not playing trolls.
I'll take it as a win. Fez also says, AIE Alliance, we don't eat babies.
Being AIE, you do. Though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't put it past Tyrande right now.
Yeah.
That's old school. That was a throwback one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Kazric says, AIE Alliance, same AIE family, same AIE fun.
That one's good.
Rez says, AIE Alliance, when world PvP feels too easy.
Yeah. Accurate.
Too much. Yeah.
This is why plug, Alliance gets 25% bonus to XP in war mode versus the Horde.
They do.
Yeah.
So if you really want to get your Covenant choice done first, just go on the Alliance side, nail it through, and then get back on the Horde side, pick your Covenants, and start your real game.
And finally, Alto D says AIE Alliance. We got Leroy Jenkins.
Accurate.
Seema has an add-on here, AIE Alliance, because gnomes. I'm not sure if that's a pro or a con, but hey, it's useful.
Yeah.
I like Reol rolls.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Rolls. AIE Alliance because red is so 2020.
That color's been co-opted.
Yep.
Yeah.
So flood us with your hashtags, share it on your gaming tags and Twitches and all the stuff that you do. But we want to try and build up the Alliance side, and I don't know that we quite want to make it as epic as the Horde side, but the more people, the merrier. So
Yeah.
join us
helped.
on the blue side.
I created one character. I mean, I created 3 Horde characters afterward, but
Right. You had to repent.
But
Yeah,
you
yeah,
created at least one.
Yes,
Well,
I created
we
one.
have almost 670 characters in the Alliance Guild right now.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
So
Yeah. And
we're getting there.
I'm logging
Slowly,
in
but we're getting there.
about once an hour, in between rares. I'll just log out, hop into, I think we're on Dignitas right now. Dignitas on the Horde side, do the invites, flip over to the Alliance side, do the invites, and then go back to
Yep.
camping the rare. So
Yep.
please use the guild finder. Just search for Alia Iacta Est. Don't put anything after it because we are changing that co-guild. Once we hit about 550 characters or so, we know there's still more outstanding invites that hadn't been accepted. So we generally just go, okay, pick a new co-guild and we'll do that. So I think we're like 370 or 380 on Dignitas right now. So that'll carry us probably through
the Alliance is building one. We're beating one of you.
Yeah. No, you're actually beating quite a few of the co-guilds because you're at 680 or 690, I think.
Yeah, something like that.
So yeah, I think the only one that's bigger than you might be Pondera, because Beefmaster packed that one in.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Really?
We're not doing
Phrasing.
phrasing. Nope.
Okay.
not doing
Stop
phrasing?
doing
Oh,
phrasing.
okay.
Got it.
Yeah, and as Seema said, she just moves her druid around to each co-guild so she can help with the invites. That's why it's never exalted, because if you hit exalted and then you change guilds, it puts you back down at revered, and then you got to build it all up again. So
Yep.
So Seema, would you
anyway-
say your druid is flighty?
Hey. Really, darling?
Oh yeah, we're going full puns on this one. She liked it, so there you go.
So we're doing starting a campaign for the quest for a co-guild, and hopefully we'll get some more people in. We do have quite a few people who show up for raid nights, and we've been doing some fun stuff, keeping everybody together. So, yep, it's a good time on the blue side. Just saying.
All right.
Did you guys notice
unlike-
the trifecta of XP stuff we had a couple weeks ago?
Yeah.
Did anybody catch that?
Oh yeah. It's Dark Moon Fair, the 16th anniversary buff, and
There was a 2-hour overlap of the Fire Festival.
The Fire Festival. Yeah, it was ridiculous.
So I was leveling a Lightforged Draenei, right? Because I was trying to get the Heritage set.
Right.
And I had 2 hours of the Fire buff. I had the Wii buff. I had the 16th anniversary buff. And then I had all the heirlooms, and then I kicked in war mode on the Alliance side for the 25%. And I think that day I went from 10 to level 40 something.
Yeah.
It's
crazy.
Ridiculously crazy. Even without the extra buffs, it's crazy to level alts right now.
Yeah. That is the other reminder.
Level.
If you haven't logged in your alts and you have the heirloom armor, they changed it to benefit from rested XP. So make sure you go through and log in, like Sai did, all your alts so they can start getting rested XP. Once the expansion launches on Monday, 3 p.m. Pacific Yeah, 3 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern, I think is what it is. Because it does launch the night before, not after Tuesday maintenance. It's a worldwide event. Once you get your feet wet and make sure all your add-ons are working and stuff, log in all your 50s so they start getting rested XP as well. Because I think it doesn't automatically uncap until you log them in. So
Yeah.
make sure you do that. Yep.
So
All right.
that's WoW news, I guess.
Yep.
Awesome. Well, thank you. That was a lot of news, but
It
both
was.
guild-wise
I
and
know.
stuff going on in WoW. Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, I did forget to mention when we were talking earlier, earlier. So I have to give the biggest shout out. Like, this is crazy insane, guys, to our raid team, DOA on the Horde side, because this group of raiders, the core group, and then all friends, they have been together since like Cataclysm. We've had this raid team going. It's been a very, very
That is
long time.
impressive.
Yes. And one of our long time raiders, his computer died and he couldn't
no.
even run WoW hardly at all. Like, his computer was so old. Every people in the raid team pitched in together and sent parts,
Gosh.
components, and all kinds of stuff, and we built him basically a new computer.
Parted him
And
out
then
a new computer.
everybody funded in and got him a brand new graphics card and
Oh, nice.
sent him a brand
Oh
new
my
graphics card.
goodness.
And that's hard to do right now.
So,
Yeah.
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 So this team just, and it
That's family.
embodies the whole spirit of AIE of what we did. But the response, and we didn't ask people to do this. This was just something that a couple of us are like, yeah, we're going to help them out. We have spare parts lying around, and everybody else on the team is like, oh, I want to help out. I want to help out, and they just did this, and it was like, this was the coolest thing that I had ever seen. It was amazing.
That is the
So,
spirit of AIE.
awesome. I
It
mean,
is.
yeah.
That is family. That's so. Oh, that is heartwarming.
So
That's
yep.
great.
So he is now up and running and ready to go for Shadowlands, and it's just amazing. So I just wanted to say that and say a big thank you to them, because that was huge for everybody
Yeah.
that
That was.
that
Oh
did
my
that.
gosh, that is great.
Oh, one other reminder. Sorry, because you're here and you reminded me since you said
Oh,
Horde
no.
side. No.
Hard
New Braid. I believe that's going on
Oh.
hiatus once it launches until January, right?
This upcoming weekend, so a week from last night, is the final new braid for 2020.
Okay.
And they are going to use the skip to go to Nazoth.
Oh,
So
nice.
even though there's not an eye level requirement for new braid, you do have to have at least a level 1 cloak.
Yep.
And they're going to use the skip. They're going to go straight to Nazoth and try and get Nazoth down. And then they are taking a break until after the first of the year. So they'll be on hiatus. So if you have not checked out New Braid, this is one of the coolest things AIE does
It
is they take people and show them the raids, and no judgment, no
Yep.
meters, take the time to explain how mechanics work. But yes, this upcoming Saturday will be the last new braid for 2020, and that's at 11 p.m. server time, which is Eastern time.
Perfect.
So
be
10
guild chat
p.m.
early.
max and go from
Yeah,
there.
exactly.
Right. Max time.
Exactly.
Yeah. No. But yes, so this upcoming one will be the last one. So
Awesome. All
Yeah.
right.
That update, appreciate it.
I
And
was there last night, so passing information.
yeah. All right. Well, that is our show for tonight. While the chat room begins suggesting more show titles, yes, Max, we saw yours. We want to thank Cyrene for joining us. And don't forget, after the show, normally we would be doing streaming or something like that. But if you have STO and you're not in the channel, go hop in, play some STO. If not, get back into WoW and start hunting them rares. So,
Yep.
all right. And Cy, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
If we
for
want to
having
find
me
you
again.
besides Discord,
Discord.
you stream, correct?
I do stream. I'm usually streaming Friday night raids, DOA raids. I was streaming New Braid last night. Watched one of their tanks run off the edge in Nyarlathotha and fall to his death because that was always funny. But yes, I do.
It wasn't
I
Kenny
stream
in
on
disguise,
Twitch.
right?
No, it wasn't Kenny in disguise. But that would have been funny if it was.
Yep.
But you can find me on Twitch at Cyrene, so Twitch TV/Cyrene.
Perfect.
And I usually stream random stuff on there. So
All right.
If you have any questions or comments about our show, you can email us at podcast@aie-guild.org. You can also follow us on Twitter. The show is at AIE Podcast. I am at the Mew Cow. Akala is at Cyberwaif. And Tetsemi is at Ivory Tiger. We record live with video every other Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. You can join the chat room and play along with us at our website, which is aie-guild.org/podcast-live-stream. And our Discord server for chat can be found at aie-guild.info/discord. And if you're looking for past episodes, you can see them on our YouTube channel, which is at youtube.com/the AIE Podcast with capitalizations. Our theme was composed by the amazing Andrew Allen. Follow him at Keys with Soul or visit his website, andrewallenmusic.com.
And now it's time to play all the great AIE member segments we received this week, which unfortunately we have not. But y'all know the drill. If you want to flex your creative muscles and create a segment that is 3 minutes or under, please send those to our email. We would love to have you.
And next time we will be talking to Max and Seema. So until then, AIE, this is Tetsemi.
This is Mew Cow.
This is Makala.
And this has been the AIE Podcast. Yay!
And does that make next one is the last one for the year, I believe?
Oh,
That usually
yeah. Because we normally
Yeah.
take December. Well, we normally take December off because
But
my
you were
schedule's
going places, but-
crazy.
Yeah, but we're not going anywhere.
But we might want to take it off just so you guys can all play. I don't know.
We'll figure
What
it
do you
out.
think? Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, no, you know what? It probably should be because we'll probably still do my mom's for tree trimming.
Yeah. So, yep.
I mean,
We'll
that would
figure it out.
be
We may close
You know,
out.
yeah,
We'll probably close out the year
29th.
with SOTOR. So,
yeah, that
13th.
sounds a good idea. Yeah,
December 13th would be it with it.
yeah.
yeah.
no,
So yeah,
that's
I
too
think
close.
yeah, we should probably let's go ahead and make it the end of the
Yeah.
podcast year.
Yeah.
Thank
End
you.
of year
We'll take
blah.
I didn't think about it because literally,
Yeah.
a time where there's no social events and I don't have a reason to entertain is really hard.
Well,
It
so bake shippable stuff to us, and then we'll have a Zoom gathering.
There is going to be some baked goods going,
Yeah.
or some
It's already in
confectionery going
progress.
your way.
Okay.
It's in progress. It's on my list.
Yeah. All right, Sai. And since you are a guest, you get to pick the show title.
Oh, that's scary.
Uh-huh.
Oh boy. Okay, what do we have here? Bag of Lies.
Bromjan's Bag of Lies. Yep.
For
Who's
the
up?
Scourge.
Yep.
Scourge Busters. Alarm set for rare. Wear blue, not red. And full puns.
Puns. Oh, that's the new braid one.
Ugh.
I like the Bagman's Bag of Lies.
I
but
like
that's
Bron
just
Jam's
creepy.
Bag of Lies.
I know.
Yeah,
That is pretty
they're
funny.
all good. For the Scourge, yeah, there's a lot of really good ones.
Yeah.
Personally, I want to pick Wear Blue, Not Red because I'm trying to get the alliance going, but the Bag of Lies is just too accurate. Oh my
right.
goodness. Okay, we're gonna go with Bag of Lies.
We'll go with that.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Oh my God, that's fabulous.
So, all
They're
right.
still chatting in the podcast.
I know. It's great. So, all right, chat room. We got a short window before two of us
Yeah,
need to go play
D&D.
D&D. So
Yeah.
we're going to get out of here and get dinner.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, chat room.
Bye, guys. Thanks for having us.
How do I stop this crazy?